You're tuned in to Super Talk 1270 and Free for All Friday. Compelling local talk at 11 o'clock. Free for All Friday features groups and organizations that are plugged into progress here in Central North Dakota. Our rotating panel includes members of the Bismarck Downtowners, the Bismarck Mandan Home Builders Association, Pride of Dakota, and United Tribes Technical College. You're invited to call in and join the discussion. It's Free for All Friday on Super Talk 1270.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to this Free for All Friday, Pride of Dakota edition in the month of December. I am Kelly Wild, and with me is Dana Hager, also from the North Dakota Department of Agriculture. And on the board is our wonderful producer, Jim Walsh. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
I'm coughing. Oh, that's not a good start.
Uh-oh. Well, if you want to listen to the show online or find replays of the podcast, you can visit the website, which is supertalk1270.com, or find us on Facebook at facebook.com/supertalk1270. Well, for today's edition, we have a fun kind of Christmas show to help you get some maybe last-minute ideas for people on your Christmas lists. But before we talk about that, we're going to talk a little bit about what has gone on with Pride of Dakota this year and what is happening in the Ag Department right now. So,
all right.
Dana, what do we have on the docket for things that are coming up in the Ag Department?
Okay, well, I'm just going to give you a heads up. I may drink some of your water at some point.
There you go.
If I start coughing, I got this winter cough here coming on. Well, Ag Department, it is definitely holiday season for us, and so that is busy. But we do have some other programs going on that we'll just highlight quickly. One of them is the Coyote Catalog. We just reopened that this past week. I think it's been about a week. It all blurs together at this point. But the Coyote Catalog, for those of you that haven't heard about it, is a partnership with the Game and Fish Department. Mm-hmm. The Department of Agriculture works with the landowners. The Game and Fish Department works with the hunters, and we try to, I don't want to say it's online dating for hunters and landowners, but
there's websites for that.
But it's a way to match up those people looking to get out and hunt and trap coyotes with the landowners that are maybe experiencing some problems, or they're just trying to prevent problems from coming down the road. So landowners can go to the department's website and fill out a form and say, yep, we would like hunters to contact us to come hunt. And then the hunters can go to the Game and Fish Department website and sign up saying, hey, I need some land. I want to get out and trap or hunt coyotes. And then we work to try to get this information out to people. We've been doing this for a couple of years now. It's not a new thing. What we've experienced in the past, and we're experiencing again this year, is we have a lot of landowners a lot of hunters that want to get out and trap and get out and experience nature, whatever they're doing while they're coyote hunting. And the number of landowners is pretty small. I think last year we had like 50 landowners and 600 hunters.
Wow. Well, I guess that's a good thing, though, from a farmer's perspective, if you're not worried about, coyotes pestering your livestock and things like that.
Yeah, so there is definitely, a need for more landowners out there that are maybe experiencing some issues, or, like I said, just want to prevent those issues from coming along. To get on our website, check it out, or give us a call. If you have questions about it, we could surely talk you through kind of what it is and how it works, and what if you get a hunter and things aren't working? We talk you through some scenarios. So, like I said, great partnership with the Game and Fish Department. We are really happy to have them helping us out with that again this year. So
people can sign up on the department website, or they can contact Game and Fish to do that. Okay.
Absolutely. Yep. And that's open right now. So it goes it'll go till after the first of the year. I should probably know off the top of my head how long it goes. There's active through March 31st. Yep. Yeah, active through March 31st. So you have some time. If you don't want to do it until after the first of the year, you would still have some time. So it's something to keep on your brain, talk about while you're getting together with family and friends over the holidays.
Or when you need a break from those in-laws men and you just want to go outside.
Sounds like you got stories, Kelly. Other things that are kind of going on at the department right now, we finished out another year of our Hunger Garden project. Again, the Hunger Garden Project is a program where we simply are encouraging people with gardens or land to grow a little extra produce and then donate it to a charitable feeding organization, a food pantry, something across the state.
Absolutely awesome project.
It is a great program. Something that, a lot of people they get to the fall and they're so sick of. And they got more tomatoes.
Yeah,
they know what to do with.
Zucchini coming out of their ears.
And they don't want to. You worked really hard on it, and that's something you would never throw away. And your neighbors are maybe sick of you bringing it to them.
Yep.
And like, there's just so many great rewards with this program, and one of them is knowing that you can take that fresh produce to a pantry or a food shelter or a soup kitchen or someplace and donate it, and then get that out to the people in need.
What the total was this year, or where the department's at, like over the course since this project has started?
Well, so right now, as far as I know, we haven't gotten all the totals in yet. We usually after Thanksgiving try to wrap those up and kind of get them, but I haven't heard an official number yet. I do know that since the beginning of the program, since it started, it's been over 1 million pounds.
That's awesome.
And
Thank you, North Dakota.
Right? And the cool thing about this is that it's not just 1 million pounds. There's way more than that. Those are the people who are actually saying, hey, I heard about this through the Hunger Garden Project. So there's a lot more that's being donated, like to the Great Plains Food Bank and to places. Those are the ones that said, hey, yeah, we've heard about this program through the Ag Department. We want to be a part of it. Great example of that this year the Ag Department actually worked with Lincoln Oaks Nursery in Bismarck. They had some plots that they weren't going to use them this year, and so they didn't want them to just sit there, and so they gave us the plots. Our egg commissioner, Doug Orion, actually went in and seeded it to sweet corn.
Yep.
And then the egg department staff spent a lot of hours.
I still itch from that.
But we went out and harvested the sweet corn. A lot of hours. It was, I don't remember how many acres, 3 acres maybe?
It was 3 acres.
Yeah. And so everyone took their turn going out and picking corn, and we donated that to the Great Plains Food Bank, and that was a great project. It was, good thing. It was a great partnership between Lincoln Oaks and us, but also for the staff to be able to get out and do something.
Right. Employers, if you're looking for a good team building activity,
absolutely,
we've got one in mind for you.
Call us up. We will probably use you next year. So that's wrapping up, and that's a great project we always like to talk about. Kind of along those lines, but a little bit something different. We also have our annual North Dakota Farmers Market and Growers Association annual meeting and then local foods conference coming up. That comes up in February, which I always say, February's long ways away, but
it's already almost January, so
yeah, so Christmas is going to come, and then January, and then it's right there, so it's time to get registered for that. It's February 5th and 6th, and I'm going to cough
at the
here.
Cambria Hotel and Suites over in Fargo. So if you are looking for more information on that, or if you want to get signed up, or maybe see who's speaking, what they've kind of got on the agenda, different workshops and things that they'll be doing, you can find information on that on the department website, which is nd.gov/NDDA, or you can give Jamie, our local food specialist, a call at 1-800-242-7535. And one other thing I know you wanted to touch on quickly was our Egg in the Classroom program.
Now that I'm not coughing. Sorry. Just really quickly, we work with the Living Egg Classrooms, and so after the first of the year, we will be at some of the egg shows, mine at Bismarck, Jamestown, talking about agriculture to those fourth graders across the state. Really giving them an up-close look at what types of agriculture is grown in the state of North Dakota, what it means to us, that it's really big business here in the state.
Awesome. Well, stay tuned, folks. We will be back in just a few minutes with more Pride of Dakota.
Right now, 10 above.
Weekends with Kelly Sullivan, Steve Dahl, and Dr. Bob Martin on Super Talk 1270.
Well, hello again. Happy Friday and Merry almost Christmas to all of you out in the nether regions of the snowy North Dakota lands. This is Kelly Wald with the Department of Agriculture, and with me in the studio are Jim Walsh and Dana Hager. We're talking a little bit today about Pride of Dakota and what's been going on this year, and we're going to give you guys some really great gift ideas in case you haven't, like me, gotten all of your Christmas shopping done yet this year.
I know that there's people out there that have been done for a long time, and I always run into those people, and
you kind of roll your eyes.
Well, I do. I roll my eyes. I'm sorry. Don't take that personally, because
it's a reflection of me, not you.
It's not anything directed at you. It's the fact that I'm typically the Christmas Eve shopper that is scrambling, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to wrap up a ham. So
hey, people need to eat.
Congratulations to those of you that are done out there. Those of you who aren't, please do not stress. We will give you some tips to help you out, and maybe give you some ideas maybe that you can go out and do. And I know that there are a lot of people out there like me, so I applaud you procrastinators just a little bit. So
It's a little more fun that way.
yeah, before we get into that, though, we just finished talking about some of the stuff going on at the egg department, some of the stuff we just wrapped up on and what we're going to do after the first of the year. Kelly, I want you to talk a little bit about, you've just gotten done with your Pride Dakota showcases, and let's tell everybody a little bit about how that went, and just kind of give us an overview of what the showcase season was like in 2015.
Well, in case you were one of the 2 individuals in North Dakota who missed out on the excitement of the holiday showcases, we had another terrific year. I just want to give a quick shout out to our Pride of Dakota members. You know, we are so honored to be able to work with professional businesses of the caliber that they are right here in North Dakota. You know, people think of North Dakota and they think of agriculture and energy, which, you know, obviously those are our 2 biggest industries in the state, and they always will be for a lot of reasons. And, you know, we're from the ag department. That's part of that too. But I think people don't realize all of the really cool things that are made right here in the state. The really ingenuitive people.
Yeah. Well, I always hear people come to the shows or interacting with Pride Dakota members to say, oh, there's so many talented people here. Yeah. And really, that is absolutely a fact. Let's say you walk through a showcase, if you were one of the many, many people that did that, it's just amazing to go from business to business and think, oh my gosh, these people made this, or creativity and the talent is just beyond what I would expect.
Right, yeah. Yes. So thank you, Pride of Dakota members, for giving us another awesome year. We're very glad we get to work with you every day.
You have a lot of Pride Dakota members now.
We are
continuing record
setting. We always say over 500. You know, that fluctuates a little bit here and there, but it's like over 525 members right now. So this is the largest the program has ever been, and we're hoping that it continues to grow. So
and you've been around. This was a big year for you guys, right? Or coming up.
30. Yes, we celebrated 30 years in the making this year. It was started back in 1985 by Agriculture Commissioner Kent Jones, and has continued. You know, it started off with about 20 members, and has grown. You know,
to over 500.
Yes,
30 years. Well, congratulations, happy anniversary, Pride of Dakota.
Awesome. And I just to give you guys kind of a showcase overview, we had another total record-breaking attendance with over 38,000 people that came to 4 shows.
38,000 people.
Yeah, and that's not including the first 2 shows of the year, which we hold which are in the fall time harvest showcases out in Dickinson and Williston. But Grand Forks, we kicked off the first full weekend in November, and we had over 7,000 people up there. And then in Minot the following weekend, we had just under 7,000. And then in Fargo this year was new for us, actually. We had to relocate to the Shields Arena this year. Great facility. The parking was awesome down there. That was, one thing we heard from a lot of shoppers about that, was that there was room to park downtown. It was kind of
because we were at the Civic Center before.
Yeah, but it was...
And Civic Center's doing some renovation stuff, so... We couldn't
There's
go
fire
back
engines
there.
in part of what we use now. So they were always awesome to work with. But we did have a really good turnout at the Shields Arena. We were almost at 12,000 people there, which is huge for our Fargo show.
And what was the facility like, the Shields Arena?
It was a multi-level facility, the big, nice, it's a beautiful arena. If you haven't been in there, I highly suggest you go maybe check out a Fargo Force game or something. But it's a beautiful arena. So there was multiple levels. You kind of come in the front door and you have a big open foyer area. And then there's an upper level and the concourse area across the top where like the suites and things like that are, and where you would enter into, if you were going to watch a game, how you would get down into the arena. And then the floor also. So shoppers were able to kind of get in there and go any direction they wanted. Kind of give them a little bit more room, I think.
Yeah, especially when you have about 12,000 people coming through
in 2.5 days. I know we kept telling the staff there, it's going to be really busy on Friday at 4 o'clock when the doors open. They're like, okay. And then about 5 minutes after the doors open, I get a phone call from the one guy saying, we had no idea.
They were waiting in line, right? Like shoppers had their bags and their
out the door, and there were people parking on the lawn, and it was he kind of chuckled and he said, okay, now we know for next year.
Pride Dakota, I think you hear it from the shoppers. It's like a tradition. Mm-hmm. Like we come the same weekend every year to your town. It's whether you're kicking off your holiday shopping or some like those of you that are done already, wrapping up your holiday shopping. It really is you see sisters and moms and friends and
Yep.
family, and they come out together. It becomes an annual thing, and
It's awesome. And you're supporting North Dakota while you're doing it. Your money is staying right here in the state, supporting a business owner who made that product right here, which is awesome.
awesome. And we'll talk later about some of those products and giving that gift that is made in North Dakota, that extra special little part of that. And
throw that in
then
there.
so Fargo was great. Shields Arena was great. Exciting year
Yeah.
over in Fargo. And then your last one, the most recent one,
We wrapped up here in Bismarck,
which is also your biggest.
yes, 2 weekends ago, and it was the biggest for number of vendors we were able to accommodate this year too, because all of the construction was done at the Bismarck Event Center, which it was last year too, but we were in there with another event. So this year we had the entire exhibit hall, which is 4 halls now, and is actually twice the size of what we had 3 years ago. So we had over 200 vendors there this year.
Wow, that's a huge amount. And I don't know if many people have had the opportunity to go to this new area in the event center, this new added on part. It is phenomenal.
It's really beautiful. They did a great job.
Gorgeous
with
facility. The Bismarck community and Mandan community should be very proud of the facility that's at the Bismarck Event Center, because it definitely accommodated our
It did.
events. And
all
I heard a lot of great comments about that. What type of comments did you hear from shoppers at that event?
They were really excited about the space. Some of the other events, it's a little bit tighter space-wise, and you try to cram all those people in there, and they're elbow-to-elbow shopping. But here, shoppers were really excited that they had a little more room and felt like they were had a little more time to stand around and actually talk with the business owners and learn about the products instead of kind of just getting like pushed along in the current.
Yeah, a whole better experience all around. I remember, I think it was 2012 probably was one of our biggest
Yes.
biggest events in Bismarck. We had like
It
14,000
was huge.
shoppers. I remember at that show not going into the show because it was first of all, you couldn't get down the aisle.
Right.
And even if you wanted to, you couldn't get down the aisle. And it was just so claustrophobic. I think I avoided, that area. And I didn't go in with the shoppers at all because I'm like, I can't handle it. So having this space for people to spread out and actually have an enjoyable shopping experience was
Yeah.
nice change.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And I, with that too, I just kind of want to give a quick shout out to a few people. We have our reusable bag shopping program that we do, and we had some sponsors for this again this year. And we just want to say thank you to the Bank of North Dakota, Great River Energy, and the North Dakota Corn Growers Association. You guys are awesome sponsors. We love having your logo on that bag. It's a great partnership for us, and it, it's really good for shoppers too, because we want you guys to come and shop, and it's kind of hard to carry all those things around when you don't have a shopping bag to put it in. So thank you to those sponsors, and also to the North Dakota Wheat Commission, who sponsored our Pride of Dakota Passport program that we do at the Fargo and Bismarck shows. And if you're unfamiliar with that, the Wheat Commission donated $250 for each of those shows. And at the shows, shoppers come in and they get a card, and then they get a stamp like you would if you went through a passport station through customs,
Yes.
in a foreign country.
You don't
And
have to
so-
stand and answer those crazy questions, though.
You get your stamps, and then you drop the card in when you leave, and you can win $250 to shop. So we had 2 very excited winners
Yes.
this year.
I was lucky enough. I got to go around with the family that won in Fargo, and it was such a great experience for me. On my end, the Wheat Commission donated the money, and so I had $250 cash in my hand from the Wheat Commission, and they showed up. They brought their grandkids, and I said, "I'm following you, and I'm paying." And I followed them. They knew what they wanted. They went around, and you could just see how happy and excited they were to have that. Not just to have the money, but to have the opportunity to go out and experience some of these Pride of Dakota
And the
businesses.
very first thing they did when they got there was take their granddaughters to get cookies, right?
Yes.
From Jen's Bread.
Yeah, first stop was, Jen's Breads. She makes these cookies. They're the size of your head. They're delicious. And that was their first stop. They each of the boys got to go buy a cookie. It was such a fun experience.
that's awesome.
So
And-
I love that. I love that passport program. And like you said, again, to the Wheat Commission, we could not offer that opportunity if it wasn't for them. So that's really a great thing.
Yeah, and in Bismarck we had the same experience. A gal won, and she brought her granddaughter with her, so they went on a grandmother, granddaughter shopping date.
spree.
So that was awesome. And also thank you to the Serve Yes volunteers who come every year and are chipper and happy and stamp for us for hours on end. So we really appreciate you guys and NDSU for helping line those volunteers up. So
it's definitely a joint effort.
it is. Thank you to all hands on deck, right? And thank you to everyone, and especially you, Dana, and the rest of the Department of Agriculture staff. I could not do those without you guys, like physically or mentally, I don't think. I would be sleeping in a corner somewhere. But that's kind of what's going on with Pride Dakota, how the showcases shook out this year. And if we are going to take a quick break, and after the break, we will come back and give you guys kind of some good ideas for different people on your Christmas shopping list. Hang tight.
Right now, 10 above.
Super Talk 1270. On the go and wherever you are at supertalk1270.com.
Welcome back to this Free For All Friday, Pride of Dakota edition. We are Kelly and Dana with the Department of Agriculture. If you want to listen to the show online or find replays of the podcast, you can visit the website, which is supertalk1270.com, or find us on Facebook at facebook.com/supertalk1270. I guess I should also mention real quickly, too, the Pride of Dakota website, which, so we're going to spend some time giving you guys some great gift ideas, either for yourself or for some other individuals on your list. And all of the information that we're going to share with you can also be found on our website, which is prideofdakota.com. Pretty simple.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're talking Christmas stuff. And so I had found a statistic from the National Retail Federation. They predict American consumers will spend an average of $806 for Christmas this year, which is up from last year. So I was like, I had not seen that statistic. I'm like, okay, I guess an average, that's probably right. I know,
some go way more.
Some go way more, some go way less. But so keep that in mind. Okay, we're going to give you some great ideas here to shop, Christmas shopping, and where you can get them. Like Kelly mentioned, the website. We also, on our website, we have a whole list of retailers that sell Pride Dakota products. So the products we mentioned may or may not be at this retail location or at a retail location, but you can go on the website and you got quite a few of them on there.
Yeah, there's several. And you can, if you go on the website and you search by your town, it'll pull up the retailers that are near you. Or you can search, if you know the name of the town, and they're all cross-referenced on the website with the companies whose products they carry. And just a side note, if you are a retailer or you know a retailer who does carry products that are made by Pride of Dakota members and you don't see them listed on our website, please encourage them to go online and just sign up as a Pride of Dakota retailer. It's completely free. There's no commitment. It's basically us helping you promote your business and the products that you carry that are made by fellow North Dakotans.
Yeah, so Bismarck Mandan, there's a few of them that maybe I'll just rattle off so people can think about that. Like I know Arrowhead Plaza Drug has a large selection. She'll also put together gift baskets of Pride Dakota products and wrap those up nice and pretty for you. So that's a great stop. The Bismarck Mandan CVB, they carry some stuff. If you're Chase Drug at Washburn, carries a few up there. Also the
Heritage Center here in town does carry quite a few products, and that's a neat thing too. Especially for people who are coming here to visit and they want, that's a place you would stop when you come to a new state and you maybe want to take home a gift that's for somebody out of state.
Yep.
They have a lot of great things there. There's pottery from like Susan Davy, and then also from High Performance out of Minot, and then Cowboy Rope Art, Roy and Arlene Real. They have some different items there too that are a little less fragile if you're doing a lot of traveling.
Yeah, and those Cowboy Rope Art for the country person. Country chic is so cool right now, right? And their products very neat. They use recycled. I don't want to say recycled, but they use ropes. Yep. Like header and heeler ropes. Because I guess you don't wear those out, you use them. So there's a lot of wear left in these ropes, and so they take these ropes and he makes that, or they make them into baskets and like cup holders and wreaths,
lamps and clocks. And it's really cool.
Great gift, and to have that authentic. Hey, this rope
was used by a real cowboy or a ranch
to rope
hand.
A steer or something. Very, very cool story. Just a shout out to the Heritage Center too. Now with their construction that's been redone, it's an extraordinary facility. When your kids are on Christmas break, if you're looking for something to do, swing over there and stop in the gift shop.
Oh, and check out it's Combine, right?
Yeah.
Super cool stuff for kids to do. That's really hands-on.
So we're getting a little off track
Sorry.
here, but yeah. So Christmas vacation, looking for something for the kids to do, swing over by the state capitol building and swing in there and spend a little time there. Great, and then go into the gift shop and buy some Pride Dakota products before you leave. Other places in Bismarck, another one that you really should make sure you get out to if you're looking for Pride Dakota products is that Prairie Creek shop. That's in the Gateway Mall.
Yep.
And so north end of town, I think I just did a quick check. She carries just about 20 different Pride Dakota retail or members at her shop there. So huge variety there too. So, products that we're talking about, there's some retail places you can get them. Go to our website, pridedakota.com, see if there's a retail shop in your area or where you're doing your shopping at.
Yeah. And so I know like a common misconception, I think, especially with the showcases, is like among guys, oh, that's for the ladies. That's for the ladies. But you know what, dudes? There are a lot of products that we know you would love, especially things like, food. But if you're looking for some things for the man in your life, Dana's got some really good ideas.
Well, we do it. So maybe you're sportsman type guys. Uncle Ray's fishing buddy, and I'm not I don't fish.
Yeah, the fillet buddy.
Yep, it's a fillet thing, so it helps you fillet your fish after you catch them. Great. I've seen their video on how they do it. They make it look so easy.
It's super handy and a lot less risk of you nicking your hands up. So those guys, Chuck's Custom Fishing Rods, he makes beautiful fishing rods, guys. Seriously, you need to check him out. And then Antler Creek Specialties, they actually make a rod holder. So perfect combo gift.
Yeah, absolutely. Other things the men in your life may like. I had mentioned earlier that, I just end up going out and buying a ham, which is not far from the truth. But, head over to Cloverdale or stop by the grocery store. Are you kidding me? Their bacon.
Oh, it's so good.
Buy a bunch of Cloverdale bacon, wrap it up, and
he will love you.
I tell you what, my husband would love me if I gave him a month's supply of bacon. He would just think I was the best thing ever. So they've got bacon and summer sausages and hams, and Cloverdale definitely has a lot of options. DeMar's Foods too. They have meat rubs.
Yeah.
So maybe the guy who likes to get in the
grill
kitchen and try that out. DeMar's Foods has a lot of great things. Then I'm trying to think. I can't remember the name of the company. I think it's distributed through S&S Roadrunner, but they make like the pickles. Dakota Slims?
Dakota Slim, yep.
Yeah. Okay, so search for Dakota Slim. They do everything from hot pickles to regular pickles to, okay, folks, get this. They have the triple hot horseradish. And I think actually on the bottle it is called "Oh God, There Is a Hell."
That's like the burn your face off.
Yes.
Hot.
And I have never taken I've had many opportunities to try it. I've never actually tried it because I've seen people's reaction to trying it. And it is spicy. So if you know somebody that likes something hot, this may be the gift to go out and get them. I was actually at a showcase one time, and this was at a Fargo showcase. And there was a guy that came through, and he was, going to try this horseradish, this triple hot horseradish. And he's like, he loves hot. And so he took a big sample of it, and he screamed, and he had like tears rolling out of his eyes. And I thought, oh no, he's going to be so mad that we kind of forced him to do this. He got done and he bought like 2 bottles of it.
Oh my gosh.
That is the best thing I've ever had. It was just the right heat. So for that man in your life who likes the hot stuff, Dakota Slims, do a quick search on them. One last little great gift that you could get a guy too, our giant snack sunflower seeds.
Oh yeah.
And driving, if you're driving for the holidays.
Fishing. Well, and even, for in the springtime, fishing, motorcycling, if you're sitting at a baseball game, taking your kids to T-ball, whatever. And then also with that note, the Spitster is made by Mary Bierke, and so it's like basically a travel cup to spit your seeds and things in that fits right in the cup holder in your car.
And what a great a great idea to create a product just to spit your sunflower seeds in. Like
Seriously, I need one of those. I'm going to go buy one, actually.
So those are all great gift ideas for the man in your life and easy to find. Cloverdale, go to your grocery store. Giant Snacks, go to the gas station. And there's all different flavors, varieties. Throw in a spit stir container with it. You've got a great gift for that guy in your life.
And there's a couple other, actually, a company called Barbarian. They make beard care products for the chic men in your life.
Beard care products.
Yeah.
Have you seen these like Christmas ornaments men are hanging in their beards now?
Yeah.
They don't make those, right?
No.
Okay. This is for grooming, right?
This is for cleaning yourself.
So what type of products do you need for your beard?
I don't know. I've never grown one. But they have some really, like, they're awesome. I think it's, like the conditioning. How you would take care of your hair on your head is how you would take care of the hair on your face.
Do they grow the stuff so you can grow the handlebar mustaches? You can buy that. Okay.
Little wax.
Okay.
And then there's also 4Z Products. They make a cargo light for the back of your pickup box. And then Wolf Technologies, they make a trailer light check system. So farmers and ranchers, rodeo type people, that's a great gift. And then also Stakes, Staykes. It's a really neat system that is like the strongest stake you will ever find. So if you do a lot of camping or you need to just, tie things down, that's a really great gift too.
And these are all, again, they're manufactured, the intellectual property, the people are from North Dakota. They may not be manufactured in North Dakota, but the creativity behind it was definitely North Dakota ready. So,
and then moving on, if you have, a bookworm or a book lover in your family or your friends, we have things like cookbooks by Pam Gerard. There are a lot of different historical books that reference people who have lived in North Dakota. Yep. Great books for your kids, like Dr. Mary's, educational things like Discovery Express, and books about North Dakota, NDSU libraries, Germans from Russia. They have a ton of books and different audio and things that are available. Lots of different fiction and nonfiction writers right here in the state, and even comics by Tim Weirtles. So
cool.
Or Weirtles, I'm sorry, that's what they're called. Tim Lear is the guy.
Books, you could also, for that wino or that wine lover in your life.
That's a big thing.
Maybe I said that wrong.
Books and wine. Great
Books and wine. Get them a bottle of wine and a book. A lot of great wine companies in the state, from Dakota Sun Gardens over in Carrington, Vintners right here in Bismarck. They just moved to a new location. They used to be up at the Gateway Mall. Now they're south by Sam's Club, kind of down in that area. So go check those out. Maple River Winery, Point of View Winery, the list goes on and on. Go to the Pride Dakota website, pridedakota.com, and search for wine companies, and that's a great gift to give for Christmas.
Yes. All right, everybody, we have to take a quick break. Hang tight, and we will be back with some more great gift ideas for you.
Right now, 10 above.
Join me, Dr. Bob Martin, Sunday mornings at 11 on Super Talk 1270 KLXX. Learn about nutrition, diet, exercise, vitamins, mind-body medicine, and many other healing techniques, plus breaking health news. And enjoy special features such as the Health Outrage of the Week, Health Alternative of the Week, and Health Mystery of the Week. It's the Dr. Bob Martin Show, Sunday mornings, starting at 11 on Super Talk 1270 KLXX.
Well, thanks for spending your morning with us, folks. We are back with the Free For All Friday Pride of Dakota Christmas edition. I'm Kelly Walden. With me is Dana Hager from the Department of Agriculture, and we are just chatting about Pride of Dakota, how wonderful the Pride of Dakota members are, and the awesome things that you can find for people on your holiday lists or for yourself.
And again, make sure that if you hear anything you want, go to our website, pridedakota.com, find a list of retailers there, or just search the company and contact the company directory.
Or a town. You can find it any way that you know how.
Absolutely. So, Kelly, let's talk a little bit about gifts for the people next door. The family next door that's hard to buy for.
Yeah.
What should we buy them?
Some really great practical gift ideas. Holiday light rail. If you're sick of having to worry about your neighbor falling off his rooftop or a ladder hanging up holiday lights, holiday light rail. Check them out. Also, Mason's grip. That's a great gift for anybody, really. Moms that drag around wagons behind them.
So what is it?
It's a contraption. It's like a handle extension that goes on a shovel, a rake, a a wagon handle, just about anything that would have like a handle you would hold on to, and it gives you an extension so you're not bending over as far if you're shoveling
so the tall
or
people,
raking. Yeah,
like
tall
me.
people.
Yes, thank you.
So that's a really great. It's called Mason's Grip. Great product, and then also Earthkind.
Yes.
They are just an awesome company. They have things that help to keep rodents and spiders and moths out of your living area, and they're completely biodegradable and non-toxic, so they're really great, especially if you have kids around.
What a great gift idea, too.
Yeah.
And you can buy them. She sells them
just about
all over
anywhere.
the place.
Yep.
So, yeah, check out.
Fresh Cab is the big one that you'll probably see around. So Earthkind is the company.
And so tell me, you put that in and it doesn't kill the mice and the spiders and everything. It just scares them away.
It does, because
All right.
it has basically an aroma that is really unpleasant to them. And so, I mean, you don't smell it. It smells fine to you, but
Like that
different
cologne
scents.
you can't handle. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not a harsh smell or anything like that, but it detracts them from entering the premises.
Very cool. What a great gift idea.
Yeah. Then also GW Enterprises, they have a industrial type lubricant that you could use, if you have bike chains for your kiddos, or
It's
even
like
just
North
in the
Dakota's
shop.
WD-40. Is
Yep.
that kind of what it is?
Exactly. That's a great one too. And then also R&B Enterprises out of Brockett. They make these little magnets that work great for holding cords to metal. I mean, it's a magnet, so it has to be to a metal surface, but they're great for Christmas lights or cords or just really about anything you can think of.
I've seen people with steel siding. You can put your Christmas lights up with them, or a lot of people hate the cords hanging all over the place. So you bundle your cords together and use these brackets.
Yep.
Yeah, great gift idea.
Or even in their bathroom, if you don't want your curling iron cords and your hairdryer cords everywhere, or your phone cords, computer cords, all kinds of stuff like that. And then also My Turn Play Systems, they do flex fiber stuff that is for a playground.
Oh,
So,
great.
Just great, kind of some ideas for the practical neighbor next door.
So if your kids play over at their playground and you're not 100% comfortable with their landing area, there you go. Those are great gift ideas for neighbors. And again, go to pridedakota.com and check out some of those. How about, we haven't talked about food, and it's lunchtime. We should need to talk about food for a little bit. How about, give me some of your favorite Pride Dakota food ideas that you would want to give as a gift.
Oh my gosh, as a gift. Well, there's a lot of companies that do gift baskets, things. But holidays, it's great, especially now it's cold out, things like soups and breads and dips. Thunderbird, Amberland, oh my gosh, Deb's Corner Foods and her chips. They're awesome. They have, different types that are things that are main dishes, and then the side dish type things that you would bring. Companies that make desserts like Marie Ann's Gourmet Kitchen and, oh gosh, Lake of the Woods Pie
Let's
Company.
talk about Coogan.
Ooh, Coogan, Karen's Coogan. Help me out here. Wagner's Wagon, they have Coogan and all different kinds of stuff. And then we have a lot of companies that make seasonings or add-in items.
Right, yep.
Like Bernarski's we were talking about earlier, or different dry rubs for meats and things, or dips that you'll add to. And then also products or companies that make gluten-free versions of those products,
right.
which is really important to a lot of people who have food allergies.
So those you can find on the website as well.
Yep, Mel's Flour Company is one of them. They just opened a bakery up a few months ago. The Dakota Mill, too. Pancake mix. Ah!
That's
Christmas morning breakfast.
Yeah, so get a box of pancake mix from the Dakota Mill, and you can buy those retail all over. Buy some syrup, buy a spatula or something to flip it, maybe a whisk in a bowl, throw it all together, and there you've got a great gift idea. Give it to the neighbor, maybe they'll invite you over for breakfast.
Yeah.
These are all great ideas. When I think about Pride of Dakota food, I think about how I can buy something that will make me look really good when I have to go someplace. Mm-hmm. Because everything that I make with a Pride Dakota product, people just rave about. They love it. They want to know how I make it, where I got the recipe. Some of the things like Bonnie's Country Classics, she sells different types of barbecue sauce and salsas, like a peach corn salsa.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And so when I think of that, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go buy a jar of Bonnie's black bean salsa, and I'm going to make a dip out of it, or I'm going to make maybe a barbecue chicken pizza out of it, and I'm going to serve it to somebody, and they're going to think I'm like the best cook in the world. So those are the type of things that I think about when I think of Pride Dakota food. One recipe I want to give you guys, if you are maybe you're hosting this year and you have people coming to your house and you still don't know what your menu is, and you need something fast and maybe for a large group of people, this is the easiest thing you can do.
And it's so good.
This is so good. So and you can use a couple different Pride of Dakota members barbecue sauces. So like if you have a big group, Space Aliens is a member, and they make their own barbecue sauce. Run down to Space Aliens and buy a huge
gallon jug.
Yep, of their barbecue sauce, and buy some pre-made meatballs in the frozen food section, and buy some grape jelly, and dump them all together and warm them up in a roaster or a crock pot, and it is to die for. Like, it is really
It's so
good.
good.
Other, like Space Aliens, like I said, that comes in the big gallon size, but we also have like Kurt's barbecue sauce. He has a spicier barbecue sauce that really goes well with that same recipe. Bonnie's, like I just talked about, she has barbecue sauces that are just absolutely phenomenal. So don't panic about feeding people. Run down to one of these retail stores or one of these places and buy some barbecue sauce and make a recipe out of it.
Or if you don't have time to do the preparation of that stuff, HIT, they actually, through their, is it West Dakota Produce? I think that branch of their business, they put together like fruit and veggie pizzas and fruit and veggie trays and snack mixes and things that you can hop online, order, and pick up or deliver.
Yep, they'll even cut up your relish tray for you. Like if you have people coming, you don't have time to do that, that's always a pain. Like I said, go online. I will give a shout out to them because I order for my daycare their fruit pizzas, and I have it delivered right to my daycare, and that's their Christmas gift. They have a great e-commerce website, so you can go on and put in where you want it delivered and all that great stuff. So HIT, H-I-T, search them on our website, and that maybe could help solve a lot of your Christmas issues this year.
Yeah, and just, as you're preparing, there's coffee is always a good thing to have too when you're hosting people with your yummy desserts, your pies and things. We have lots of actual coffee roasters here in North Dakota. Mighty Missouri Coffee Company, Little Coyote Coffee Company, Mojo Roast. I'm going to forget people and I apologize, but there's
a lot of them,
several.
yeah.
So go on our website, search for coffee. And too, you want to have that nice, warm, welcoming winter holiday smell going on in your home if you're not doing all the cooking and things like that. Heavenly Scents or Berry Fine Crafting Candle. They make, or Lisa Soy Scents, they make like warmers. Country Gardens out of Edgeley makes them too. Or candles, potpourris, and things like that. That just a huge variety. You'll find a smell that anybody or everybody will like.
So buy it for your house or for yourself, or buy it and give it as a gift. Also, if you haven't made your lefse yet, don't panic. We're in North Dakota. You have to have lefse at Christmas. That's just the way it is.
Only on your side of the river.
Okay, my part of the state, you have to have lefse. So if you have not bought your lefse yet, don't panic. We have companies that can help you with that. Freddie's Lefse, I know, is one. She sells in many, many grocery stores across the state. You could go on and log on, and it's like Grandma's Lefse.
Yep.
Freddie's Lefse would be the one you'd want to hit up there.
Yeah, Charlotte's lefse also, and then like Leo's potato dumplings, they do lefse and kolaches. That's not quite my heritage, but different things like that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for sticking with us. Just a reminder, all of these companies and these products can be found. You can learn more about them on our website, which is prideofdakota.com. You can search for retail stores that will carry multiple Pride of Dakota members products by going on our website and just using that nice little search box up in the right-hand corner. It can take all of your Christmas stress away, all of your holiday, birthday, whatever stress away.
Give the gift of Pride of Dakota this year.
Yeah, you're supporting a North Dakota business. I mean, come on, what is cooler than that? North Dakota pride, here we come, right?
Yep.
So thank you so much for hanging out with us. We hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And if you're in town, stop by. We're up at the Capitol. Check out the tree. Happy holidays, everyone.